show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Lone Depot Park in Miami. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Miami Marlins. It's interleague baseball. Next on the show. Christian Javier is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
And stepping in, Greg Allen. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. And every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. Enters play here at 279. 7 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Into the corner and slicing foul. 73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first, 2 gone. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I think they need to get some better performances out of DJ LeMahieu. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Swing and a flare down the line. Here comes Soler, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Nice AB right there. A little potential for some 2-out lightning, getting a cleanup hitter to the dish after the first 2 batters of the inning were retired.
So next to bat will be Luke Voigt. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He's set and the pitch as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Now it's 2-0. Has a look, now the pitch. 2-1 the count. Weekly hit to third. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Yanks leave 1. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Jamison Taillon, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now to the plate here is Miguel Rojas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 1-1. He's in there for strike number 2.
The count is 1-2.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Popped up. Torres is under it. 1 down. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, you know, the man hitting cleanup has had a rough go of it lately. Watching this last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
At the plate, Brian De La Cruz. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. LeMahieu ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now, Jesus Aguilar. As he'll take a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, then it just comes in out of the zone. You can command that with movement. It's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Second inning coming up here in South Florida with no score. And now in the box, Gleyber Torres. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather, picket and grin. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll come in here at 263. 15 long balls to go along with 52 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
In there, 2-2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. No score here as we play inning number 2. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Clint.
Stepping in now, Clint Frazier. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
Batting in, the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Kyle Higashioka. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Now the first pitch.
1-0.
A runner on first with 2 away.
Ball.
Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Grounder down the line at third. This will get fouled. 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Jorge Silver to hit next.
The right fielder, Jorge.
First pitch of the AB now.
1-1.
Tyon, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
3-1 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. It's a solo shot for Jorge Silver, number 23 for him thus far, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
So now to the plate, Brian Anderson. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He'll step in here at 275. 9 homers and 30 RBIs. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now that's popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Another 0-2 home.
Inside ball.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. But this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2. Now the pitch.
Ball.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Scorched to third. Well, on to first, so a good comeback here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting fourth. The left fielder.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Into the box, Jesus Sanchez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 30 RBIs. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
That's a ball.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Isan Diaz is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Payoff pitch one more time. Oh, and he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Batting seventh.
Next, it'll be Isan Diaz trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
To third, scooped up, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Once he had to take that extra step, he probably could have put it in his back pocket right there. That was going to be a really tough out at first base. That's the kind of play that only the best of the best at that position pull off.
To the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. He'll take a look at his strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 6 home runs, and 31 RBIs. Comes set, and the 0-1.
1-1.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And a relay home. is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Tried to score all the way from first, but the relay was too good, and it ends the inning. At the plate, Jameson Taillon. And he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 9, 1, and 2 due up. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jameson Taillon is retired to start the third. Next to hit, Greg Allen. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
To short. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Digging in next, Gio Urshela. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the AB on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail this one 1-0.
Welcome back. The Marlins are set to hit here in the third inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. Entering the day, they're among the best teams in the league in avoiding the strikeout. I asked one coach about that earlier, and he said it's not something they harp on too much with the players, but they do have a lineup full of guys who want to compete on every pitch and who have great bat-to-ball skills. He added, not every team is so lucky to have that kind of makeup. Guys?
All right, Heidi, thank you. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Christian Javier. First pitch on the way. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Frazier has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Miguel Rojas. He popped out at his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside. And that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And quickly there are 2 away.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
At the plate now, Brian De La Cruz. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Torres brings it in. Throw on the board takes care of him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. But they're on top 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Oh, that's okay.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Soler going back to the track. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it there safely as he fires off the fourth with a leadoff triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
In now, Luke Voigt. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the 1-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's 1-1.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres. He grounds it sharply to third, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. 1-0 the count. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. High in the air out to center field. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat.
The batter, the right fielder, Clint.
Now into the box, Clint Frazier flew out in his only at-bat so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. Fouled away. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Here's another 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Pitch is popped up. Aguilar is there for it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar. Now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Aguilar has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Soft liner to the left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Go there.
In is Jorge Silver as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. The 1-0 home. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. So the next to bat will be Brian Anderson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, as he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. The 0-2 home.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. Nothing doing for the Marlins. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs. But he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Higashioka is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. And it's fouled away. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
At the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Full count.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
So now to the plate, Jameson Taillon. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. On to first, and they get them both.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Into the box, Greg Allen. As he sends it on the ground to first. Right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Yankees. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Jesus Sanchez. And he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Here's a bouncing ball headed to LeMahieu at second. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The bat, number 1, second baseman, Diaz.
Now at the plate is Isan Diaz. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so they're giving it another look and may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Well, here's another look at it. It certainly was bang-bang. Wow, tough for me to tell on that look. Definitely a tough call for the umpire there.
Now, an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Now the 1-0. Misses off the plate.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
One run, 4 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Now the 3-0 offering.
Hey.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Popped him up. LeMahieu has room in foul territory. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Giancarlo. Here's the first pitch to him. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Grounded weakly toward third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The second baseman,
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance.
Yeah, Matty, with his speed, I don't think anyone saw a triple coming earlier. It was his first of the year, and who knows, might be the last of his career.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Here now the 2-2. Line hard deep into left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see that these guys are, as we speak, 4th in the NL in that category. Riding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Luke Voigt. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
The windup and the 0-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the third out of the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still tied 1 apiece. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be the pitcher, Christian Javier.
The pitcher, Christian Javier.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB now. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. On a line, that's a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Brian De La Cruz stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and a strike. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
And the payoff pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next will be the power-hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar. From the stretch. Plays off 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
From the stretch. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring up Jorge Silver to hit next. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And this is low, ball 1.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with 1 swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And that's in there, 2-1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Here's the 2-1. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Here's the 2-2. Chopped weakly to the right. The 2-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Center fielder on the run, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
First baseman, Royal Anderson.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Brett Suter answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Jesus Sanchez will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Here's the 1-0.
Hey!
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. Marlins get 1 here on a couple of... 7th inning ready to roll. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus. stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. And this is lined into left field, and the leadoff man will reach. It's a base hit.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
To the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
The right fielder, Cruz.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. At the plate now, Clint Frazier, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in the count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
The 0-1 delivery. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Just off the inside corner, looked like a changeup. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So stepping in is Higashioka, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he'll leave this mess to the bullpen, as 3 runners are his responsibility. Is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Richard Dwyer.
First pitch on its way. Hey!
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
And he has come through, as this ought to be enough to get him the lead. And a big insurance run comes around to score from first. It's 4-2.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Freddie Galvis will come off the bench now, as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. First offering, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 2 for 3. 3 runs already home here. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
1-1.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
2-1.
Now the 2-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go-ahead at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Stepping in now, Greg Allen. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
1-1. Ball 2.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a line drive. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel.
Anthony Bender comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 8, Anthony.
So now to the plate, Gio Urshela. Swing and a liner. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
At the plate, DJ LeMahieu. Into center field, line drive base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now batting.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Dero, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Into the box, Luke Voigt, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Listen, I'm biased to the hitters. This is a situation where you got to be aggressive. He's shaky right now. 2 men on, and now you got a 2-0 count. This is where you want to capitalize.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Popped him up. Aguilar is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting. Shortstop. Gleyber Torres.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch of the AB now. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Lifted in the air out to center field. Oh, and this nightmare inning continues as they're going to tack on even more here. And he's in safely to third as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Man, the hit parade continues. It's not an easy thing to do in professional baseball. It doesn't seem like this inning's going to ever stop. Right now, they've already scored 7 runs.
Jeffress comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Jeremy Jeffress.
In now, Giancarlo Stanton. as it's grounded sharply to first. He's got it. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Yankees are out in front, 8-2. Davy Garcia gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the second baseman, Isan Diaz.
The second baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Fastball just inside. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Full count, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
So next to hit is Jorge Alfaro. First pitch on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Frazier is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. John Birdie will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, John Birdie.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. We'll check in with an average still south of 230. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. And now a pitch on the way.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Still 8-2. Jordan Holloway enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Clint Frazier. Now the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Now the pitch.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate now, Higashioka. He'll take the breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Down the third baseline. Scooped up. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out. So now a pinch hitter set to come on as Brett Gardner's grabbed the bat and moved into the on-deck circle.
Number 11, Brett Gardner.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Now batting, the center fielder, Greg Allen.
To the plate now, Greg Allen. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Yanks leave 1, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Garen O'Day is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56, Garen O'Day.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
The shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Here's the first pitch to him.
No, that's down. Ball, that's off the plate.
Two-0 count, the pitch.
Aye.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Popped up. Higashioka moving to his left. 1 out.
Now batting.
Up next, Brian De La Cruz. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
Ball one.
Whoa,
Ball one,
not
no
sure
strike.
where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
Now the 1-0 is a
Nope,
fastball
that's a
that
ball.
misses.
It's a lot
2-0.
easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now the 2-0 is taken, strike one.
Four-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped the clutch on that pitch.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Starting to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball three now. There's ball four.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. He seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer?
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Now the 2-1.
Ball 3.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run
We got
things
3 and
full.
2.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Another payoff pitch. And he misses
Ball 4,
again. Ball
down.
4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
The right fielder, number 12. Jorge.
Next up is Jorge Silver. Singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Outside, that's a ball. That's a ball.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now the 2-0.
Hey.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Two and 2 to Jorge Soler.
2 and 2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
And he fouls this one off. And he's getting getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
3-2 pitch. Hot shot to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down, but it was just too hard to play to me.
So now to the plate, Brian Anderson. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Right fielder looking up, still ranging back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 10 for him on the year as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game.
Well, that's certainly going to wake up the boys in the dugout right there. We thought this one had a chance to getting away from us. Down 6, one swing of the bat, and this game has completely changed.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
The left fielder,
Standing in now, Jesus Sanchez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Britain, 33 years old. He was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Comes set with the 0-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 1-1. Four runs here in this half inning. Lays off 2-2 now. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers. And when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base, but you've got to get on any way that you can. So he'll take that, even though it probably hurts a little bit.
Chisholm will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 2.
He's set. Here it comes. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 15 long balls and 43 RBIs. 0-1, here's the pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. LeMahieu for one. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Well, he showed right there why he's such a tough guy to double up. He can fly, and he busted it down the line, so they just get the one out.
Now to bat, Jorge Alfaro. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Allen is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But a big inning for the Marlins as they get 4. Jazz Chisholm will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 2, Jazz Chisholm.
Anthony Bass enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So here is Giancarlo. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Did get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. Just have to say, so what, and make another good pitch.
A ball and a strike now. And it's 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right, and that is through into right field for a single. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy's able to put bat on baseball and find a way to hit a soft liner to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap that inside-out swing. As a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
DJ LeMahieu stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Nobody out, runner on first. Not close. It's 2-0.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the stretch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Luke Voigt, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Now the first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box, Gleyber Torres, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. From the stretch.
Oh, that's out.
Runner, runner, runner.
Now both runners are breaking. 1 and 2 now as that one's fouled off. First and second now, 1 man out. Fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The bouncer to the left side. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Now back, left fielder, Giancarlo.
Next for New York, Giancarlo Stanton. He bounced out last time up. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And that'll bring up the outfielder Clint Frazier. First offering on its way.
Nope, outside.
Two out, bases loaded. That's wide, 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Higashioka would be next. Here it is.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
3-1, here it is. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
And now, Higashioka. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. From the belt, kicks and deals.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Into right center field, and this ball's going to get down, a base hit. 1 run scores, and the second run will score as well.
Man, he's been killing it all game long. Those 2 RBIs bring his total for the game to 5, so he's been at his best when it matters most. No doubt making a bid for player of the game.
Miguel Franco, see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Miguel Franco.
Wandy Peralta takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ripped down the first base line. But this gets foul. It's 0-1. And they're runners at the corners now. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Rolled slowly to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and a couple of men left. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees lead this one 11-6. Justin Wilson, a 6-foot 2-inch left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill. Lewis Brinson will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson. Brinson, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Chopped weakly to the left. Swing and a shot toward right center. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And now here is Miguel Rojas. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
In now, Brian De La Cruz. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1-1.
Runners on first with 1 down. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another 1-2 delivery, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. LeMahieu is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Now at the plate, Jesus Aguilar. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the AB now.
Counts 1-0.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
That's a dangerous pitch right there. Down and in slider for a called strike. He misses a little bit out over the heart of the plate, and that ball might not come back.
Throw on to first, and the Yankees have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
If you want to know what this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the seventh inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all the difference.
11-6, the final score in this ball game. New York put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Brent Suter earns the victory out of the bullpen, his fifth. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
They left 7 men on base. For the Marlins, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely. Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. Starting off in the National League East, the New York Yankees totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 11-6. Avisail Garcia picked up 3 base knocks in the ballgame as the Brewers took down Atlanta 6-4. The New York Mets grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 10-9. Kyle Schwarber grabbed 3 runs driven in as the Nationals downed the Cubs 8-5. The Philadelphia Phillies sent 3 balls into the seats as they plundered the Pirates 10-2. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. The St. Louis Cardinals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-1. The Dodgers got 11 hits overall as they got a road win against Arizona 9-6. The Padres pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 3-1. The Giants racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the home victory against the Astros 4-3. The Kansas City Royals hit 3 long balls as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-3. The Boston Red Sox totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 9-8. Reynaldo Lopez got the win, number 7 thus far, as the Chi Sox got the win over the Indians 3-1. The Baltimore Orioles totaled 11 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-4. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim got 11 hits overall as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 6-5. The Texas Rangers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 4-3. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events.